Okay, if you're looking at getting this Marcy weight bench, let's go over this Marcy weight bench. It comes with 80 pounds of weights. Okay, let me go this way so you don't see all the crap behind it. 80 pounds of weights. If you see, I got the weights exactly opposite how normally you set them. I'll go over the reason why. So it is a bench press with 3 levels, not negative, just regular level and up 2. All right, the base is wider. The base is wider right here because it does have the leg curls. It does have the leg curls this way or the leg lifts this way, okay? And it does come with a preacher curl. See, it comes with a preacher curl. Okay, so let me explain you the likes and dislike of this Marcy weight bench right here. All right, the likes, we'll go over the likes first, okay? I wanted a leg curl bench and a leg lift bench because I have nothing to do leg lifts on. So put your plates on here, put your legs under here, put your butt right here, and you got your leg lifts here, okay? You also, this comes off, the preacher curl comes off. So then you switch it around, you lay flat right here, and then the 2 different positions, and you're laying on your stomach and you're doing your leg curls this way. So that's pretty cool. All right, I had a screw in here because it was missing it right here. I was explaining to you why there. I got a screw in there to hold up the preacher curl. 2 different levers for the preacher curl. This is start the dislikes right here. This base for the preacher curl is too small. It's too small. If you get a curl bar and you go on this right here, let me see if I can put you up somewhere. Okay. This isn't where it's normally at. I've got this right here. But when you go on here to do your curls, like with a curl bar, your arms are literally at the end of this right here, and there's nowhere to rack your curl bar. Nowhere to rack it. I tried putting it right here, and it fell off, and I didn't want to bend the leg curl. So basically, if you're just using dumbbells for dumbbells curls or individual curls, it's okay. But for a curl bar, this needs to be wider. This really needs to be wider, and it needs a rack for you to rack your curl bar. Even if they put an indentation right here so you can rack your curl bar, because I laid the curl bar right here, bam, it fell off, and I didn't want to bend these right here. So for individual presses or individual with dumbbells, you could probably work this, but it's really narrow right here. So that's one of the bad things about it. So let me grab you right here. Okay, the other bad thing about it, it comes with 80 pounds of weights. All right, it comes with 80 pounds of weights, but this bar is so narrow. This bar is so narrow. Okay, I'm 5'3". I'm 5'3". I have a problem with the width on this bar right here. That bar is useless for squats. I mean, you feel like you're like this for squats, so that bar is useless for squats. But for deadlifts, it could be okay for deadlifts. Okay, let me see if I can get you right here now. Right here. Okay. See right there? I'm gonna lay down on this right here so you can see. Okay, so look how narrow my hands are. It's almost impossible to, I mean, for a regular flat press, you could lift it, but then you got to have your hands go further out. So you say, well, I'm going to lift it on the outside. There's no room to grab the bar at all on the outside because this bar is so short. So these are in the entirely wrong place. Now let me show you another bad thing. So this is okay for a press. Why these weights are out like this with the small ones on the inside and the big ones on the outside? Because this bar is so narrow. Let me go talk to you like this. Because this bar right here is so narrow that when you're trying to do a press, if you have these big weights on the inside, you can't press all the way because they're hitting you right here. Okay, now this goes up right here. Let me get you on the other side now. This goes up right here. All right, I'm gonna put you on this side now. Like I said, this comes off for the leg lifts. This does come off for the leg lifts. But how are you supposed to lift this bar off to do upper chest? There's no way to lift this bar off. You're going to have to do a tricep exercise, which is normally lighter weight, to get this off, to put your arms on wider. Look at this. This is my hands are actually physically touching the weight, so this bar is entirely too small. I'll show you how to make it different, how to make it better. What I'm going to do down the road I say, I'm going to cut this rack right here. I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to cut it right here to get this top part off. I'm going to get a bigger bar, and then I'm going to get a regular squat rack, you know, the adjustable squat racks. That's going to make it better. Okay, now here's the cool part for me is I pay 60 bucks for that. It's regular $279. I got it off of Facebook Marketplace for 60 bucks. So for 60 bucks for me, the flat bench is okay, but it's only like 9 reps, but I do have to adjust my hands and watch how I put it back, okay? So that's okay. For inclines, it's useless for inclines unless you cut this off and get yourself a squat rack. So for individual barbell curls, I could do it. I could use this for individual barbell curls. The main reason why I wanted it was for the leg curls and leg lifts. 60 bucks, it's brand new. I paid 60 bucks for that. I wouldn't pay $279 for it. Just if you're serious about working out, these are entirely in the wrong place. These are entirely in the wrong place, and that bar is entirely too short. If I can't find a comfort with my width and I'm 5'3", if you're above that is completely useless. Eventually I'm going to cut this off right here, cut that off, put a piece of plastic, duct tape it, and put a regular squat rack behind it. Now this has been here for ages. This is like 20 bucks. So if you get your hand on one of these, put your feet on the side, or you can lock your feet right here for sit-ups. Okay, you can lock your feet right there for sit-ups. Those aren't leg lifts, those are sit-ups. But this is a flat bench that can go completely decline, that can go completely incline, that can go to vertical. So if you get yourself one of these with barbells, with dumbbells, you could still do your incline presses, your decline presses, your skull crushers. You can still do all that. But if you have a squat rack, an adjustable squat rack to put the bar on, you'll be able to adjust it to sit down and do your shoulders. And this right here, you could do your decline butterflies, your decline presses, all that you can do with this. So for 60 bucks, the individual preacher curl and the leg lift was worth it to me. It's only 60 bucks, and the bench presses. But each bench press I do, I have to lift the bar, move the hands wider, do the presses, then fidget it to put the bar right there. So for the leg lifts and preachers, I prefer this. I could actually make this wider. If you're wider than me, this is going to be only a one-arm dumbbell curl for, one-arm dumbbell curl for you on the preacher. You know, but also with these, if you got one of these really cheap, you could do your one-arm preacher with this right here also. So it definitely needs to be wider, and it definitely needs a rack. So with a squat rack would be my next thing to get, because with an adjustable squat rack, you could use it on this right here, cut the top off of it. You could use it on that right there, and you could use it to hang your curl bar. Now that's a Marcy. It retails for like $279. I paid $60. This is a Gold's Gym. It's more beat up and used, but it serves a purpose. All right, talk to you later. Subscribe, like, and share. That's my review on the Marcy weight bench.